Black Adam, a superhero perfectly fit for The Rock. And today, we're attempting his leg workout. So The Rock likes to start with leg extensions and leg curls. And now he normally does these things called giant sets, where it's kind of like a big circuit rotation and stuff. However, when you're in a public gym, you gotta work with what you got. So The Rock normally does about 4 sets of each exercise. So as opposed to doing a giant set of everything back to back to back to back, I am just going to do 4 sets here, 4 sets on the next one, and then keep doing 4 sets as we go. Three sets in, and I'm already feeling the pump in my quads. It feels kind of weird doing this first, but it's sort of like a reverse workout of what I normally do in order of workouts. The Rock likes to work out very fast and have efficient workouts, so I'm taking as minimal rest time as possible in between each set, just because to keep it more in the circuit-like workout. So anytime I start to feel the lactic acid start to settle, everything starts to chill for a bit, I feel good to go, then I just go right back into it. Minimal rest as possible. Now we're on to leg curls. Okay. One part I kind of like about this too is that you're training the anterior part of the leg and then the posterior part as well. So I'm kind of getting the pump already in the quads, and I'm starting to feel it already in the hamstrings. So it feels kind of good just to get that back and forth, back to back. This is a pretty big switch up because I normally finish or come close to finishing with these leg curls. So doing it first, I'm actually a lot stronger. On the warm-up weight, I actually flung it downward. Okay. Because it was a lot lighter than I expected, because I put it at the normal weight before the warm-up. It just flung down because it was so much easier. I'm not as fatigued as I was doing all the workouts beforehand. Next up, leg press. As you can see, when I'm doing these reps, I'm bringing the weight as close as I can to my butt. That way I'm getting the full range of motion in, I get a nice stretch. That way you can be a lot more effective with a much lighter weight. So I'm actually taking very minimal rest in between each set. I'm taking anywhere between about 30 to 45 seconds, including getting up and just putting everything on. Feels good, but I'm already like sweating. I'm already feeling like a little itchy. Got the sweat going. Another thing with those reps is that I'm keeping the time under tension very strong for each rep. I don't walk my legs out at the end. I hit the top of the rep, and come right back down. Now, for the next workout, we do chain walking lunges. Now, since there aren't any chains right here, we are making up for it with dumbbells. Now, The Rock specifically states that he uses about 100 pounds worth of chains around his neck. I think 100 pounds of dumbbells can make up for that. The Rock actually lowers the weight every set or so that he does this. So I'm gonna start with the 50-pound dumbbells in each hand, and then I'll slowly drop them each set I go. Now my quads are already on fire from the leg extensions and then the leg press right afterwards. So these right here is like an extra killer burnout for the quads right now. I just feel it coming. I'm gonna struggle on these squats coming up. So the difference between the dumbbells and the chains is that the chains, you have a lot more control over your foot placement. The dumbbells, sometimes when you're stepping side to side, it could kind of knock you off your balance a little bit. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're doing either chain lunges or dumbbell lunges. I'm getting kind of itchy, guys. I am on to the 40-pound dumbbells as opposed to the 50s. We're at 50, 45, 40. And let me tell you, after workout, just going back in there, grabbing them, and bringing them out here. As you notice when I was doing a lot of those, I wasn't slamming my knee off the ground. I was setting it down nicely or even just touching the grass and go. So more of a touch and go as opposed to a slam and then use the momentum off the ground to get back up. Next up is normally shark pit squats, which is this right here. But we don't really have that at this gym, so I am going to replace it with hack squat. Four sets of hack squat done. Now it's time for squats. Even with just the bar, my quads are on fire right now. Like they're actually burning. Every time I hit the bottom of the rep and try to go up, it's like fire. One thing, I'm not used to doing squats. As the very last workout, felt super weak. My knee started tweaking a little bit too. So maybe that's just because I'm more fatigued. And because I did so much pre-fatiguing, you couldn't go nearly as heavy as I normally do when I'm squatting. So I think that kind of threw me off, but definitely something to keep in mind if you're trying this for yourself. Overall, I feel pretty good. My quads are on fire still. My hamstrings, I feel like I could get a little bit more work in my hamstrings, or even maybe I would have preferred to save them until the end so I feel more of a burnout with them. However, overall, pretty good workout, killer workout. I think the lack of rest in between sets is what really pushed it harder to its limits. However, one thing to keep in mind is that we did keep it at a much lower weight throughout the workout because of the order in which we perform the exercises. And last but not least, he does abs every single day. So let's finish with that, and then we can get out of here. So that was the workout, abs completed. If you feel like trying this at home, give it a shot. Link down below in the description. Comment your favorite celebrity workout down below. Be sure to smash like on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.